Welcome back to the Travelling Contractor. This week we are in beautiful Italy. Apologies for the lack of episode last week. We got stuck in customs. Somebody had left some grain in a trailer and yeah, they didn't like it at all. So we're back, and this week we're gonna harvest a different crop and two types of that crop. So we have Baron rice and Selenio rice. So I'm not sure which one is which, but it doesn't really matter. We are going to harvest the two fields. So we've got one field here, we've got a bit of a bund where the water sits in, and then we've got another field just before that tree line over there. So yeah, I mean, we're going to hop right in and get started. They're not massive fields, so hoping that we can actually get this job done relatively quickly. So because there is the buns, we do need to sort of navigate this a little bit differently to what we normally would. But there we go, just dropping down into the field. And what a glorious texture that is. That is awesome. I really, really like that. It's nice to be harvesting a different crop, and you know, we will be getting this in the next game, albeit we can harvest it like this, or there's the proper rice harvesters for the wet rice. So yeah, it's going to be good to sort of get a little bit of practice, I suppose, but yeah, be alright, I think this will. Like I say, not massive fields, not an overly big job, but ironically the farmer that we're helping, his combine got flooded out, so all the electrics were ruined and whatnot. So yeah, he'd gone into the field a little bit prematurely, but luckily we were on hand and to be able to help him. Believe that, you'll believe anything. So rather interestingly, we've had a call from the farmer who sort of spotted what we'd started, and he's asked if we can actually bale the rice stalks. So yeah, we can oblige. Hoping that our baler will cope with this type. It's not something that we've ever done before, and didn't actually know was possible. So yeah, it's got even more different now. Like I say, it's not a big field at all. So I think probably what we'll do is we'll combine both. We will potentially be able to fit all of this field into one of the trailers. I'm not sure on the other one as well, but we'll see. We can maybe deliver in between moving fields, and then we'll spend a little bit of time on the baling. But yeah, it's interesting request. But also you can see where the combine's been in the stubble track, very subtly, but I think it really adds to the level of detail. Again, a map that has just passed me on by is actually really, really, really well done. So I will make sure there is a link in the video description as per. There we go. Nice, steady job. Breaking ourselves back in after a week of not doing a fat lot, really. So we didn't quite fit all of the field in one go, but I'm quietly confident. Look at the old rice. That we'll fit it all in one trailer. So that's good. We'll be able to finish the field, go and deliver this one, and then we'll have 2 free trailers for the next field, which is probably a third bigger, maybe. Yeah, I'd guess so. Maybe, yeah, third to a quarter bigger. There we go. Try to get the load level-ish. There we go. Right, we'll pull to the end. And we'll park up here. Yeah. Looking good. I do like those Bailey trailers. We'll hop back into Le Combine. Pick it off, and there we go. Quite a green looking straw, isn't it? Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. There we go. We'll pull forward, try and keep the swath neat. There we go. Turn that off. There we go. Hopefully all that'll fit. Lovely job. Right. What we can do now is get this, hopefully, past the tractor and the bund. What we'll do is if we get about here, hopefully it'll cut the majority. There we go. We can always catch that on the way back round. Tell you what we'll do, we'll just do this top headland just to keep the straw nice and neat. But even between the different rice types, there's a different stubble texture. I think that is really, really nicely done. That's very, very cool indeed. I am really, really liking that. There we go. We'll get to there. Raise up. And reverse. There we go. We can turn that off. Turn the engine off. And we'll go and we'll get the first trailer load delivered to the rice plant. So we're at the rice transformation plant, just been weighed in. We can now head round with the old beacons and the flashers on, and this should be, here we go, the tip point, or the delivery point, should we say. There we go. Is that going to go? There we go. Perfect. Hopefully there's no issues on the roof height. No, looks to be good. We'll ignore that. There we go. So, first field and the first load all done. We can now head out this way. We want to go back to the roundabout. Right. I'll see you back in the first field we'll grab the baler, and yeah, we'll get started on that job. So we are baling, and it's kind of a hay type looking bale. I guess there is a bit of a green tinge to the stubble. We will make sure that we get all the bits eventually. There we go, get that bit. It's yeah, decent swath. Didn't know that this was the thing. Clearly it is. Whether or not it's something that could be done, I don't know really. I don't know enough about the rice crop to comment fully, but you'll see the stubble destruction in full swing as we go along. There we go. Yeah, it's yeah, an interesting twist to a rather interesting crop, to be fair. Didn't think we would be adding this to part of the contract we're doing, but never mind. It's all in a day's work. Loving the fact that we've got the old stop baler mod. Does make doing round bales so much more enjoyable. It really, really does. We're motoring along as well. It's yeah, it's a nice it's a pleasant surprise, let's put it that way. Right, not many more passes. In fact, we've got this one plus whatever we need to go back and collect that we've missed. Yeah, it's a very interesting to see what the going rate for this sort of straw is, but we won't see that. That'll be down to the farmer, and hopefully it'll help him recoup some of his repair costs, or indeed go towards funding a new combine. So we are going to bale all of this field, headlands included this time. Now we know what the farmer wants. So we got 5 off of the first field, which I think is pretty good considering the size of it, really, and the fact that yeah, some of the headlands were not baled. So yeah, quite relatively impressed with that, to be honest. There we go. You can see the height of the swath just as the combine rocks over it, but yeah, it's the beauty of this whole game, really, is that there's so many hidden gems, I think we should call them. The fact that, you know, that you can do this in the game now, and it's coming to base game with the next version. It just, yeah, it's very, very cool. The foresight and the effort that's gone into developing this crop type by the modder, who I apologise, I forget the name of. But even between, you know, 2 different types of crop, the stubble effect is completely different. I think is there's a bit of a hats off moment to the modder. So yeah, right, what we are going to do is just tidy up that swath there. We're going to spin ourselves around, and we are going to get emptied before we start the next pass, I think. So I'll tell you what we'll do. In fact, what we could do, just thinking about where we position ourselves. If we go here, put the auger out, should be able to get under that to get unloaded. So as we near the end of taking the second headland off, I just I can't help but feel even more excited for FS25 now. You know, doing this, I just, yeah, it's like, come on, November, come on. The teasers, I guess you'd say. No, that's not going to align, is it? So we'll just do this one freehand. So the teasers are starting, not even teasers, it's actual information now. It's starting to flow. Predominantly more so last week for you. Because of Gamescom, so we've seen the hail effect and how it bounces off the ground like in real life. The fact that twisters are going to be a thing. I just, you know, flying bales, damaged sheds. Whether equipment gets affected or not, who knows? But it's going to be... It's such a step change. It's like you could be, you know, you've got to be organised. You've got to have stuff put away. But, you know, that worst case where you get caught out, be it if you're sleeping or what. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It really is. Now this could be quite a strange cut. How this does this? Yeah, it's gonna be a weird. Get it straightened up. Like a half a cut here. But yeah, how cool is it gonna be? Now whether there'll be, I don't know how they're going to notify you, or whether there'll be a siren, or I don't know. But could they appear at night? That would be a bit hardcore if you were sleeping, or whether it'd stop. I don't know. It's just, yeah, it'd be cool to see how it actually works. I am, like I say, genuinely excited about how it's gonna all come together. Do you know what I mean? I mean, the hail and stuff, yeah, you can understand and whatnot. And is there anything you can do to protect your crops? Not sure. It's all stuff we're going to have to, I guess, wait and see. Whether we'll see any more on how those weather events play out now, or that's it, you know, and the rest will be figure it out in game, boys and girls. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, it certainly looks epic, and to know how it'll translate to, you know, say let's pick a map. Say Oxygen David's map, first map in FS25. How's it gonna work with twisters? Are they just gonna be, I don't know how it's gonna work, because that would be a bit, you know, weird. But you know, we'll have to see. I quite like the fact, and that's the cool thing about it, is you get elements shown, but not everything. I do like that. So I think we're nearly full enough to grab this tractor we'll top this one off, and then we'll get the fence, and we'll get that filled as well. We've only got what, 2, maybe 3 passes left, so should get it in the 2 trailers, hopefully. Well, hopefully for us, because it means less travel, but for the farmer, obviously, we want the best yield possible. Goes without saying. There we go, that one's full. We can put the cover over on that. But as well, the else has been shown. I'm trying to think. We've got baby animals coming. We've got they showed more of the ploughing texture. That looks awesome. Ooh, on the cab. But it's all coming together, and you know, where are we now? Nearly approaching the end of August. So that leaves September, October, and then mid-November. So it's not that far away. It really, really isn't. Yeah, it's rapidly approaching, and yeah, cannot wait. The field all finished. You can see we are done, and we're just hopefully gonna get everything in the trailer. There we go. Let's have a quick look. Yes, indeedy. So we can get that folded up, and I don't. We should be able to very carefully. He says, hop over. There we go. Just nudge the corner of the header. Right. We'll park this up here. Drop the header down a second. There we go. We'll shift the fence out the way. Get the rice delivered. We need to get the rest of the baling done. It's been something different for me, at least. I have enjoyed that crop, and the fact that you get straw from it is just double bubble, really, isn't it? Right, so that can stay there for a second. We'll hop in to the mighty Magnum and get the baling all done. Well, bale number 22, don't ask me how I know that, has just dropped out the back of the baler, and we seem to be making them at a real rate of knots. It's yeah, pretty good. We will see whether or not we go and get all of the straggly bits. We'll see how much space we've got left in the baler at the end of this pass, which is the last pass. So yeah, very, very nearly done. I think if we go much further, it's not going to make another bale, so we'll see. We will see indeed. But yeah, like I said, this has been one of those ones where it started off nice, simple harvest job. Then we've had the other element thrown in as well, just to, come on, there we go, just to add a little bit more complication to it. But yeah, pretty good indeed. Right, I'll have a look, see how much we've got, in the baler and see if it's worth having a run around to pick up any of the few little misbits we've got. There's a couple of bits there you can just see behind the pillar, but yeah, there's not going to be too much. So if we're about 98%, then we might have a look. So even though the baler has started bleeping, there isn't enough on the field to complete the bale, which is a bit of a nuisance for us, because we've now got to empty all of that out before we can travel on to our next destination. But never mind, 24 bales in total for the farmer, plus three trailer loads of rice delivered to the rice factory. So yeah, all good. Very interesting, kind of unplanned developments, but yeah, very, very enjoyable for me, at least, just the same. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like. Think about subscribing to the channel. We've had a real good influx over the past few days and weeks, so yeah, please, let's keep that up. It is so appreciated. Thank you all to the channel members and the Patreons, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.